Do you struggle retaining your audience's attention? Does it sometimes feel that no one is listening and you ask yourself, what should I do to keep them engaged? If yes, then this video is for you. Hi, and welcome to the Speaking Hub, the place to be to build strong communication and presentation skills that last. Today, let's talk about how to be an engaging speaker and how to keep that audience's attention so they are on the edge of their seats and listen to every word you say. Is it possible? Yes, it is. And I hope that you will watch until the end, because in the end of this video, I'll share one important thing that will summarize everything that I'll share with you today, and which will make so much sense to you, and you will just click, yes, here's how it works. That's important. Or maybe you'll be able to figure this out on your own as you watch. So let's see. Let's dive in and find out all those secrets. So thing number one that you need to do if you want others to listen to you is to prepare your audience for your talk. Warm them up. Quite often we need to speak to strangers and a cold audience, or it may be someone who's not very interested in the topic that you're going to be talking about. So you need to warm up your audience and prepare them and make them excited and engaged about what you're about to say. So how you can do that is, before your presentation, definitely walk around the room and talk to the people, maybe introduce yourself, get to know them. If you already know them, ask a few ice-breaking questions, establish rapport and build connection so they feel more open to accepting and receiving the information that you're about to give to them. The second thing that I want you to do is to tell your audience what you're going to talk about. So basically, you tell them the rough structure, the rough outline of your presentation. This is so important because they will know what to expect. So imagine that if you're going on a trip and you're with a tour guide, and the tour guide doesn't tell you what you're going to see, and so you're following the tour guide and it feels like you don't know what's coming next. It can make you feel frustrated a little bit, and you will think, well, how long is it going to take? And am I wasting my time, right? But if you know exactly where the tour guide is going to take you and how many stops there will be on the way, then you will know exactly where in this journey you are at in the moment, and you will have a little bit of control of the situation. So this is what happens with your presentation as well. Tell your audience what you're going to talk about. Give them that roadmap so that they know where you're going with this, and they know where along this presentation, at what point they are at in the moment. And they will feel like your presentation has the logic and structure to it, which eventually will make the experience of listening to your presentation very easy and smooth and enjoyable. The next thing that you want to do to hook your audience and to keep them engaged and hang on to every word that you say is to shape your speech as a sequence of stories. You have probably heard about the famous speech of Steve Jobs at Stanford University. And when he began the speech, he said that, "Today, I want to share with you 3 stories. That's it, very simple, just 3 stories. And that's what made his speech so interesting and engaging, because we as human beings are wired for stories. Stories are extremely important for every presentation and every speech that you give. If you can reprogram your brain to speak in stories instead of just boring facts and data, you will be a very compelling and engaging speaker. And I'm making another video on storytelling and how to make your speeches stand out by using stories and storytelling frameworks. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and follow me along so that you can get all that amazing information. And the last piece of advice that I have for you is, if you want your audience to be engaged and listening to everything that you say, then make your audience a part of your conversation. So what does it mean? When we speak, when we present for someone, it is never a one-way road. It is always an interaction between you and your audience. So make them a valuable and important part of this conversation. Show them that they matter. Shift focus on them. So how can you do that? First of all, from time to time as you speak, ask them some questions. If you do not have the opportunity to actually interact them as you go, then ask rhetorical questions, questions that they can answer in their minds. And if you have the time and opportunity to interact, to pause and interact, then ask them, what do they think? What is their opinion? Do they agree or disagree? How do they feel about it? Yes, get some feedback from them. Look at their faces, at their body language, at their facial expressions, and always readjust your speech based on their reaction. Remember that audience is an important part of your speech. If you pay attention to your audience, if you take care of them, they will always feel that. They will always feel that this is for them and about them. And this is so important. This is how great speeches become great, because they care about the audience. They are about the audience and they are for the audience. And for you as a speaker, it is your job and responsibility to create that welcoming and inviting atmosphere where they feel like they are a part of the conversation. And as I promised, I want to share with you one underlining principle for all these 4 tips that I have just shared with you. And this is it. Make this about your audience. As a speaker, you are there to serve them, to help them solve some problem, to teach them something, to give them something that they want and need. And also it's important that you make it easy for them. You make it easy for them to understand what you say and to follow you along. And that's why warming them up for your presentation actually opens them up and makes it easier for them to listen to everything that you're going to say. And giving them the roadmap of your speech also makes it easier for them to digest everything that you are saying along the way. And of course, if you keep them engaged and ask lots of questions, it grabs their attention. It makes it easier for them to listen to you. Because when someone asks you a question, your brain gets the signal that, hey, this is something about me, they want an interaction, and I should be listening. So this is it. If you do all these 4 things, if you keep your audience engaged, and if you make it easy for them to listen to and digest the information that you share, then trust me, it will be so easy for them to listen to your speech and they will want more from you. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button and follow me along. I upload videos every week on this channel, so make sure you join me on this public speaking journey, and I can't wait to see what a great speaker you will become. Until next time, be all in, practice speaking, grab every opportunity, and I can't wait to see you present your perfect.